My dear creatures, come in from the cold and make yourselves comfortable. There is always a place waiting for you here in my eerie little studio. I am so grateful you have chosen to spend a little of your time with me. A new month always feels like the turning of another page. It is a chance to pause, reflect, and ask myself why I create in the first place. I pondered about something Pablo Picasso once said: the purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls. Painting has become the heartbeat of my life. It is the place I return to when the world feels heavy, the thing that reminds me to look closer, wonder more, and find beauty in the ordinary. My hope is that by inviting you along this month's journey, you might be encouraged to seek out whatever washes the dust from your own soul. So if you will indulge this little vampire, come with me. Let me show you the studio that is the heart of my world. I think you are going to feel quite at home here. I super love this paper. It is so smooth and just lovely to work with. Okay, enough about the paper. I could go on all day. I'm starting a new fairy painting for this month's Patreon. I want you to collect 3 tiny joys in one day: a sound, a colour, and a smell. Write them down like you're cataloguing magic ingredients. My dear creatures, I've only just begun this month's work and already the studio feels alive again. The first marks have touched the paper for my Kookaburra and the Bush Fairies piece. I've awakened the creative spirit of my studio again. Let's see where it all leads today. This Kookaburra flew down a path I've never travelled before. This might be the first time I've ever drawn this beautiful bird. They are so elegant, majestic, but also witty. While this may be my gothic lair, we do work with colour here. With all my line work done, I'm going to start breathing a little life into this piece. This is always my favourite stage, watching something that was once only graphite slowly begin to wake up beneath the brush. I wanted to give this painting a beautiful cloudy background, but one that was sort of abstract. I faded out the watercolour and used its natural bleeding effects to bring that to life. I had an incredible weekend playing video games. Now it's time to get back to work and summon those creative embers. I'm actually so excited for today's painting because it's at that favourite stage of mine where I can bring all the little details together. The little details are what really makes a painting feel alive. Some paintings feel like they are neither here nor there right until the very end. I also feel like it's this final stage that somehow takes the longest of all. Yesterday's studio session went so well. I was able to push my painting's progress much further than I expected. Hopefully, I can wrap this one up today. Today, my goal was to refine the feathers and final details on the fairies. Kookaburras are such beautiful birds, I had to render him perfectly. I'm so pleased with the end result of my painting today. I'm about to work on an oil painting for my patrons. I started this little study quite a while ago, and today feels like the perfect time to return to her. It's always exciting revisiting a painting with fresh eyes. I can already see all the little details I'm eager to bring to life. Let's see where she takes us today. I got this little pochard box from Pagan AWL a few years ago and I've been in love with it ever since. These smaller Rembrandt paint tubes fit the drawers perfectly. My pochard box even comes with its own little glass palette. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn off autofocus on my camera, so the footage is blurry every time my hand appears. Alas, you live and you learn. After taking a step back, I'm so happy with my progress today. Today, I'm shifting my attention. We're going to work on a little vampire painting. I've noticed her patiently waiting in the shadows, and I think it's time to finally let her step into the light and paint her portrait. This little vampire has been feasting recently and is clearly up to no good. Just look at that devious grin. I decided to use inks today because I wanted to get a nice rich colour for the background. I chose my diamine ink in the colour Writer's Blood. This is my favourite ink ever. It is just so gorgeous. Yesterday, I spent some time working on my little vampire and I forgot how much I adore painting with ink. It has such a rich, velvety depth to it, almost like it was made specifically for vampires. I also can't get enough of her mischievous grin. She looks like she's already planning her next bite, and she's far too pleased with herself. We'll have to keep an eye on her for sure. Today, I spent some time refining the final details on her. I decided to keep her dress white to contrast against this beautiful red background. Finally, I finished her off with a little halo of bats. My dear creatures, it's been a few days since I last caught up with you and I feel so rested after this past weekend. I have many little chores to attend to this week, so let's dive right in. He's so cute, my friends. After a distracting morning with little Zazu, I ordered some prints for my Patreon mail cover. I'm so excited. Well, my creatures, I am late to the studio today after another health flare-up, but I am ready to get to work. I'm hoping to wrap up the final designs for Patreon today. Sometimes it's best just to embrace these slower days. I feel like they are a wake-up call every now and then, a little reminder to break away from the schedules of everyday life, perhaps even a memento mori of sorts. I managed to wrap up all the final designs by the end of today. Today, I've got a sweet little order waiting for me, so I'm going to get straight into that. I'm hoping to ship it off afterwards, so let's see how much I can get done. Are you ready to get started, Lady Gutenberg? I can always rely on Lady Gutenberg to make the most beautiful prints. Alright guys, so we need to... What else do we need? What else do we need? Oh yeah, we need the business cards. I ship every order with a thank you card, just like this one. I write a little letter on the back. But yeah, he's so cool. Time to pack this little order. Et voila! Those of you who've been following along my journey will know that I'm working on some book covers for my beautiful friend Natalie. So today we're getting back into the flow of it and creating some more character designs. I'm gonna get my very, very favorite paper. It's amazing. So I love drawing on Canson Bristol paper, guys, because it's super nice and smooth. I love it. My apologies, it's so dark in my lair. I want to work on some variations of Mikey the Cake Zombie today. Concepting is one of the most crucial stages of a book because it develops the very soul of each character. Today, I want to tackle another character from the Midnight Bakery books. I'm going to do some character designs for Arthur Knight. He's a wise and powerful wizard. Let's bring him to life. Well, Arthur, let's see what we have here. Please, kind sir, step into my atelier and try on some new robes. I've specially prepared these for you. Today, I'm heading into the city for a trip with my mom. We were on the hunt for a sweet chocolate shop and decided to visit Cocoa Black. They make these luxury chocolates, each so beautiful you can't fathom eating them. We also enjoyed a delicious mocha together. I wasn't feeling the best yesterday and I woke up having a slow morning, so we're going to be doing something different today. We're going to clean my Goldie's tank. My beautiful babies! Okay, I'm gonna go outside and I'm just gonna go turn on the tap. I always put in this water conditioner afterwards. I really love this stuff because you get through so much in one bottle, and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's the Goldie tank all cleaned up for the week. My dear creatures, today is the day we welcome our new skeleton friend to the studio. Over on Discord, we've been collecting name suggestions and casting our votes. So today, we'll finally find out what he's going to be called. Now, I just have to survive putting him together. Hopefully he hasn't arrived in 1,000 tiny pieces, although I suppose there are only 206 of them. What could possibly go wrong? Some of you may know what's inside here, some of you may not. But guys, wish me luck. We have the human skeleton, some instructions maybe. You know, your standard IKEA sheet when you're born. Oh my goodness. Can I do this, guys? This is gonna hold the skeleton up. What else have we got, my friends? Some wheels. Look at him, guys. Look at him just chilling out in there. Let's try to build this guy. I must say, he's at least not in 100 little pieces. How am I going to get him out? I think we need to put this together first. We got it, nice. That is nice and smooth as well. I am going to take Mr. Skelly out. Oh gosh, he's heavy. You okay there, Mr. Skelly? You... Okay, right. Look at his bones. He's got... I think he's got arthritis though. Guys, his toe got fractured in shipping. That looks painful. I have no idea. Someone with medical expertise, please chime in. I think I fixed his toe, guys. He looks better. Alright, guys, we did it. We built him. Very nice to make your acquaintance, Albert Spinestein. Welcome to this world. Alright. Is the rest of him like all intact and stuff? I think so. He's got a bit of polystyrene everywhere, but other than that, guys, he is all intact. Look at him. Nice to make your acquaintance, Mr. Spinestein. Well, that wasn't nearly as hard as I expected it to be. I think I put him together pretty good considering my lack of medical expertise. I hope Mr. Spinestein enjoys his afterlife here in my studio. I'm sure he's going to find many adventures to keep himself occupied. After building Mr. Spinestein, I worked a little more on the Midnight Bakery concepts. I came up with a few more ideas for Mikey the zombie. Yesterday was full of surprises. I'm going to work on Miles again today and delve into some more zombie sketches. I want to try and incorporate some more cake elements into him. Miles is such a quirky character. When I'm creating concepts, I try to come up with as much variation between them as I can. I decided to switch to colour for today's sketch because it's quite tricky to make certain lollies recognisable without it. What next, guys? What next? What else do we need? I usually have more steps because normally I do all of the printing myself, guys, but today we're not doing that. So I thought there was going to be more steps, but there aren't. So here we are, guys. The first one is my little vampire, guys, and she looks amazing. She looks so beautiful. I'm so happy with her. On the back, it has the poem, guys. The poem. And then we also have a sticker of her as well. It's just like a little vinyl sticker. Fairy one. The fairy and the Kookaburra. And on the back, we have the fairy quest, my friends. Okay, so guys, we have just finished packing all of the Patreon mail Coven ephemera. So I am just about to ship out the giveaways that we had on Twitch this month. Be amazing. I run regular giveaways during my live streams each month. These are all the giveaways I shipped out for my Twitch subscribers. And that's all of them packed and ready to ship. Well, my dear creatures, it has been a few days since I last stepped into the studio. It was a bit of a rough weekend. I had a really bad flare-up of my endometriosis and ended up in hospital. Thankfully, I'm slowly getting back on my feet again, but I decided it was best to let this little corpse get some much needed rest and spend a few days playing video games instead. As I look back on this month, I think Picasso was right. Art has a way of brushing the dust from our souls. It certainly did for mine. I hope it does the same for you. If you'd like to support me, please check out my store, subscribe to my Twitch channel, or pledge to me on Patreon. To my wonderful patrons, thank you for sponsoring this video and giving me the time to create projects like these. You are the reason my art continues to exist, and I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for spending another month here in my little studio. Whether you've been here since the beginning or have only just wandered in, I hope these little moments of paint, paper and quiet have washed a little of the dust from your own life too. Until next month, my dear creatures, be kind to yourselves, keep seeking the things that make your soul feel lighter, and I'll see you again very soon.